falling down, orange on the ground, pumpkin.
Hello everyone, it's Susan from Susan's Nursery. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today we're doing our collab video, which is 2024 Dolly Fall collab. Yes, and this time, or this week, was Becca's turn. And Becca is from Becca's Happy Place. And she did her 4 question tag that we'll get to in just a moment after I tell you who we have here and show you what she's wearing. So, yes, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the other ladies who participate in this collab, which is myself, Susan at Susan's Nursery. Then we have Monica at Southern Reborn's Nursery. About called her something else. I don't know why. That's kind of weird. And Alicia over at Binky and Blakey's Nursery. And then we have Becca, like I said, over at Becca's Happy Place. So all 3 of those links will be down in the description. Well, I'll try to put Becca's since it's her week. I'll put Becca's in the title, but I'll put the other 2 ladies' links to their videos or channels in the description. I can't talk, guys. And yeah, so that gets that out of the way. So let's talk about who we have here. And we have, she had a little hair on her. We have Miss Avery. And Avery is the Christopher sculpt from Bountiful Baby. Or it's the real born asleep Christopher sculpt by Bountiful Baby. Yeah. And she was reborn by Jeannie Coy from AB44U Nursery. I think. I'll put it in the description. That's sort of what it is. It's A something for you Nursery. AB for you Nursery. I can't remember what the nursery name is, but it is Jeannie Coy. And she did a beautiful job. She's very beautiful. And she's wearing a cream colored long sleeve onesie that has woodland creatures on it. Or critters. Has critters. That's what you call them if you lived around here. But they say I don't talk like I live around here because I talk fancy. But anyway, they're woodland creatures. And there's some rabbits on there. Brown rabbits. And some badgers. And some squirrels. And some ducks. And some mice. And some hedgehogs. And some foxes. And did we get everybody? Let's see. Got the mouse. We got the duck. Yeah, I think we got everybody. And there is like red mushrooms and little leaves all over too. So little animals are all over there. And then she has her matching tan socks to go with her matching rabbit hat. And her she's got little socks on, little legging socks that have darker bows with pom-poms on them. And then the little hat she has on is a rabbit. It's a Kate Quinn. And the socks are not. They're just the same color. And I matched it up. But the hat is a Kate Quinn. And it is a rabbit hat. And you can either unfold the ear or you can leave it lay just closed. But yeah, and then she has her orange pumpkin there. So she's so beautiful, isn't she? My beautiful girl. Okay, let's get started with this tag, guys. So excited for Rebecca's tag. So let's see. The first question is, do the leaves change color where you live? That's a tricky question. Because sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they change a little bit, like yellow, and then they'll turn brown and fall off. And then sometimes they'll color up real nice and then fall off. Depends on the weather. Depends on how hot it is and how long it stays hot. But this year it has started, the leaves have started to anyway, I'm sorry I got interrupted, but they are prettied up, colored up this time, are starting to, if the weather doesn't take a turn. If it keeps doing it like it's supposed to, like in fall, cold in the mornings and warm in the morning during the day and some of the afternoons, and then cold at night. If it keep doing that, then they'll color up pretty. But if not, then what we have may be what we get. And I'll insert a picture right now, and I'll put it over in the blanket right there above Avery's legs there, and that way you can see. It's mostly yellows and oranges that you see, and that's pretty basic around here. Is the oranges and the yellows. You see yellow more than you do orange. Basically because it's coming from the heat. Because most of them was already colored up yellow before. So, before it started this. So, if it's going to start this again, being hot all the time, like it was like pretty hot when I was out there at dark about 5:30-ish. If it's going to start being hot again, then they're probably not going to turn no better than they already are. So, this depends, because I live in the South, and lots of time we don't have a whole lot of cooler days until it turns winter. Okay, let's do number 2. Do you have 4 seasons where you live? And I just answered that. Most of the time, my where I live, we have sort of seasons. We know we have our summer, and we know we have our winter. But the spring and the fall, it's sort of there. Different years, like spring was pretty good this year. We had like warm days, but it would still be cool with the wind, and then you would have, pretty warmer days, but they would be, like in the 70s and the lower 80s. And then, that night it would be cool, and then that morning it would be cool, kind of like what fall is supposed to be. And fall would be, and this year fall has been pretty good so far. The summer was hot, and it did a lot of damage, like to the trees and stuff, before fall got here. But are a lot of, heat damage to them, like with their leaves already being wilted and stuff. But I think some of them is turned around. So it's a ish, maybe. Maybe it depends on how it's going to do. If not, then we go from hot to cold, or from cold to hot. But most of the time we have a little bit of fall and a little bit of spring. But this year, spring last year and fall this year has been, they've been okay. They've been pretty lengthy. So, yeah. So, number 3. Do you go out more in the fall season? Or which season do you go out the most? So, I used to, before I got sick, we went out a lot in the, I guess because it was, it has holidays in it. And, so I would go out, so does spring. But, I would go out to, hay rides. I used to. I don't do it anymore because I'm not able. But when, my boys were little and stuff, we would go out to hay rides, we would go out to pumpkin patches, we would go out to trunk or treats, and we would go out and, do all sorts of kind of things. And then we used to always go walk, walk more when it got cooler. We would go sit on the porch and walk more and do things like that outside, or spend more time outside, like at the parks and things like that. We did try to go the other day to the park, where it wasn't that far for me to walk, but we had gotten some fast food, and we tried to go to the park and eat, and got attacked by an angry duck that wanted some food. As they put some food suspenders out in our park, and I guess they think every human now is going to feed them, when we would have fed them, but I would have to walk down there and feed the dispenser. And if y'all are like me, I don't keep any change on me. I use my debit card, and that's what I use. I don't have any actual money on me. So, but yeah, we try to do that, but we do those things in the fall and the spring. So the fall and the spring would be more out to do activities like that. And now that I have POTS, which is a disease where your body temperature doesn't stay it doesn't stay regulated. It's probably better for me to go out in the fall and the spring, where there's not a lot of cool weather and not a lot of heat. Because when I get out in the heat, it gets bad, because I tried it this summer and it was not fun. And I don't know about the winter yet, but we'll see. So I'd say spring and fall is when I go out the most, or probably when I go out on the porch the most now would be in spring, or in fall. I go out more in fall, around lunchtime after it gets warm, And then I would be more out to go out to get groceries or go to the park. Or not go out to get groceries, but go out to go to the store or go to the park or somewhere like that in fall and probably spring too. And number 4, what do you live? Where you live? Oh, what do you like? I didn't write it down. I can't think of what it says. What do you like the most about fall? I think it represents change. You know, the fall leaves represents they're falling off and the tree changes. So I think it represents change the most to me. And in our lives, a lot of times we get, like for instance, my life, I have these disorders where I can't function the way I usually could have functioned, and that upsets me, but I have to adjust and move on and accept change. And I think that fall, if you let it, will help you. The most thing that I like about it is fall shows you how beautiful and how unique change can be. So that's what I like the most about it is, we all have change, and sometimes change is hard, but change also can be beautiful and unique like other things. So that is all the tag questions I have. And I appreciate Becca and Leisha and sorry, Monica. I loved how you guys did your weeks that you had, and I look forward to the next month and see what you do for November. So next week will be my week, and then you guys will go from there. So yeah. So I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with for the next for your next week. But you all 3 did awesome. I'm very, very pleased with how this has turned out so far. So we're just going to keep going, keep changing and making things beautiful. And yeah, so that's all I've got, guys, for this video. But I hope you guys have a wonderful night and a wonderful day tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday. So I hope you have a wonderful, blessed Monday. See you guys next time. Bye for now.